So here's the video that the one I'm going to do today. I'm not really into doing videos. As I can see the writing on the wall, AP calls Wisconsin for Biden. This whole thing is set up. I'll show you another picture, but just so you understand. Remember the whole snake thing that Trump was talking about. Here it is here. 33 million ballots, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. So the whole thing was a setup. This fucking cunt, I don't know who she is. They showed it last night and said, around 10 o'clock or whatever, she backed Biden for the presidency. Yeah, well, we all know who she is. Not hard to figure that one out. So what will become of this? Well, within 2 years, you're going to see this place turn into Venezuela. If you don't know what Venezuela is, go search around. It was the fourth richest country in the world. The COVID, because they are the COVID, went in there and they bankrupted it and starved millions of people the same way they made Russia communist and caused 20 million to starve there. And it's coming your way. So just understand, it's coming your way. This is what you have to look forward to. The price of gas is going to go through the roof because I told you it's a communist environmental movement combined. It doesn't matter that. We all know who it is. It's the chosen ones, right? It's communism because they want to own everything. It's environmental because they're trying to get back to the garden. So they want to change the whole thing, start all over again. Financially, they're calling it the Great Reset. I don't give a fuck what you call it. It's fucking theft, and it's theft of your birthright and every other motherfucker on this planet. But I'm going to get a big kick out as long as I last here, which isn't going to be much longer, I can see, of watching people try to figure out what the hell's happening to them as shit starts getting taken away from them in big hunks. Wait till the day when you wake up and your bank account is empty and you get a little message that says you have to go down to the bank because now you're on a new system and you have to sign it. And when you sign that, you're going to have to agree to give away all of your stuff to the state because now they're going to take care of you. And if you don't, then you get to go home and starve. Oh, you guys are in for all kinds of interesting things. I've done my job. I try to convince the world of this shit, and you can see I got absolutely nowhere with it. So, this is it. This is where we're at. I'm not going to tell you, do whatever you want. Starve to death, go jump off a bridge, whatever. I'm disgusted with humanity because they're so goddamn stupid. If people knew what this shit was, it wouldn't have happened. Trump got stabbed in the back by the lizard, or he was working with him, Jared Kushner. Like I told you, Trump didn't say that little thing about the snake in that video I did. He said it for a reason. Now, whether he is warning you that that was Biden, or he was warning you that's him, does it really make a difference at this point? Yeah, I'm just disgusted. I mean, in a perverted way, I'll get a kick out of watching people lose everything and sit there and try and figure out what happened. And I'm not going to say a fucking word. I'm not going to say a word because it's too late. It's too late. This COVID, which is Kovad, which is them actually, they represent her. They're just going to come in and take all your shit, and then they're going to stuff you away where they want to put you. You're going to see the economy take a fucking nosedive. The stock market is going to fucking go way down. You know why? Because the taxes are going to go way up. And that means investors are going to flee and take their money out of the United States. People aren't going to spend money because they're going to be scared that they won't have any. You're going to see this economy fucking go down like a rock. Remember the asshole that came out and said it's going to be a dark winter? You remember that video I did? Now you know why. Now you know why. So I would suggest, it doesn't matter to me. I'm pretty much done with suggesting anything. You might want to stock up on food. if you got a freezer, I would go get some meat, because Luciferians, because that's what they're really into, right? No more meat for you. No more meat for you. You can't have any. Watch, you're going to see this place. In 2 years, this place will be like Venezuela. Unless there's something that I'm not seeing, and I'm pretty sure I'm seeing it, this place, in 2 to 3 years, it'll be over. Oh, and by the way, they're going to change the Supreme Court. And when they do that, then they're going to change the Constitution. And those fuckers will never, ever be out of power again. Ever. And then what happens? Then they start coming out of the darkness. After they pass some more laws that says you can't say this and that, then they'll start creeping out of the darkness and say, we're going to set up these tribunals with these guys that sit on it. And then you're going to know that it's them, because they're going to let you know that that's who they are. And you won't be able to say anything, because then nobody will listen. They're not listening now. They won't listen then either, because the world's been bullshitted into thinking that they're the chosen ones, but they never told you who they were chosen by. So I'll just show you this picture of Trump, which I think is funny, because it's one I think that gets misread by the idiots. But let me just get it for you real quick. So here's a picture. It says, this is on Jones's thing, with the black cube. Election night news. Historic landslide. And it says, AP calls Wisconsin, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You see the picture? Oh, Trump's in the swamp. Do you know what kind of creature hangs around in water and sits just with its eyes above the surface? I'll give you a clue. They make purses and fucking shoes out of them. It rhymes with tater. It's gator. Alligator. It's a fucking reptile. He's one of them. It's the same shit. He's not in the swamp draining anything. So it makes no difference to me whether they turn this thing around or not. The chosen ones, which he works for, he did all of that fucking work and got them their fucking Jerusalem, made the capital, whatever. Good guy, bad guy, Trump, they don't need him anymore. Believe me, or this wouldn't have happened. Do you understand? That's how it works. I said it. As soon as they didn't need this dude, they put a knife in his back. I knew that when they were doing the fucking... when they did the I think it was the second presidential debate. Remember when the fly landed on Hillary and she lost? This time it landed on Trump, and I kind of knew then he was going to lose, but I didn't really say anything about it. So it really doesn't make any difference. I'm just disgusted. I'm just disgusted that, yeah, there's some people bitching and moaning, but they're not going to do anything, just like they never do anything, just like they won't do anything when they come to their house. And when they come to their house, people will stand there, the neighbors will watch as people get drug away, and they won't do nothing. And then when they come to get those people that stood there and watched, there won't be nobody to help them. And in some kind of weird, perverted way, I can't wait to see it happen so I can laugh. Oh, it's going to happen to me too. But no, my ending will be different. I'm in control of that. But they'll all stand there, and at some point they'll realize, all at one moment, everything that we've been looking at for years and years, at some point it'll all dawn on them that they got fucked. We're getting fucked too, but at least we know it. They will understand it, and that terror will fall on them like a ton of bricks. They have no clue. This is the end of America. Absolutely 100%. In 2 years, because they're not going to wait. They're on a schedule. They really need to have this done by 2022. So they're going to go lightning speed with this thing. So, don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, I got a myriad of shit I can show you forever, but I'm not going to be around much longer. Circumstances aren't going to allow me to, because I'm not, if you haven't learned by now, I'm not just one of them guys that'll sit on my hands. I just won't. I already told my old lady, you know, I hate to leave you like that, but I can't just do nothing. So, this should kind of tell you, this is the bitch for Biden. This is Swamp cruising around this is Ding Dong in a fucking swamp like a fucking alligator. They're just telling you, man. They're both on the same team. I can't save the world. Believe me, I tried. I did for years and years. So my disgust is in the fact that although my work has not been for nothing for people on this page, if people would have just got 10% of what I was trying to show people, this wouldn't have happened. There would have been no election. But those kind of stories are made for fairy tales.